Okay, so you don't trust your own voice yet. Let's handle that, okay? The first thing that I'm getting around why you don't trust your voice yet is because you haven't spent enough time listening to it. Hmm? Okay, so let's go a little deeper into why you don't trust your own voice and how you can handle it. Okay, we're gonna face this truth today. There it goes. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so name something about you that took years to become effortless. You, this should tell you already a lot about your own voice, okay? Name something about you that took years to become effortless. Okay, so the first thing that I'm hearing in my spiritual consciousness about why you don't trust your own voice yet, besides the fact that you haven't spent enough time listening to it and getting to know it, is there's do you sing or do something in music? Okay, so I feel like this is a different area of your voice. Okay, this is not where I thought it was going to go. Okay, so I feel like maybe you sing, you do something using your vocal cords. Maybe you make interesting sounds. Maybe you do animation voiceovers, or there's something that you do with your voice, okay, that you have practiced over the years. And now you know how to do it really, really good. Or maybe it's something similar, okay? Maybe you draw, okay? And you spent a lot of time practicing drawing, and then now you can like do it in your sleep, right? So, for instance, me, I have spent a lot of years like doing graphic design, things like that. I could get you a Canva template like that. Okay, I have done jobs like very, very quickly. Like if I have a class that I'm teaching, I did a segment for a school, and I'll tell you, I was so busy during that time doing so many different things, and I created custom creative meditation templates for the kids. I promise you, sometimes those templates didn't get together to the morning of, like an hour before I needed to be at the school. I was able to do the template and get the whole slideshow together in like an hour. But that came from practice, right? When I first started, it probably would take me a few days because I had to learn the tools. I had to learn my design traits, right? And so this is what I'm feeling. Actually, I think it is the reverse. So there's something that you've learned how to do creatively that you can do in your sleep, right? Like I could also make up a song like on the fly because I've learned to just be myself, right? So, and I'm not afraid to say something wrong or not say a word correctly or say something that doesn't rhyme or say a word that's not real. Okay, so I've learned to just practice it like that. So I've gotten really good at just making up songs, just like in my sleep, literally. I woke up at 2 o'clock this morning and started writing a song, okay? And went back to sleep. Okay, so there's something that for you that you do similar. And for your voice, it's the same thing, dear. This is like your vibe, your frequency. This is the voice that I'm picking up. Like you're trying to figure out what your lane is. You don't want to copy. Sometimes you think you're not, but then you are, right? And so you're like, well, how do I find what my thing is? And you have to practice. You have to practice. Literally record yourself. Like I remember when I first started recording public videos, probably back in 2013. Yeah, that feels about right. I probably started like my recording my voice like publicly for YouTube and things like that back in 2013. And I remember when I first started, it felt so awkward. Okay, good to hear myself talk. I didn't like it. Every time I would watch a video, I would kind of like criticize everything that I did. And so what I realized back then is, okay, because I'm insecure, that was the truth, about how I sound and how I look on camera, I don't think I'm ready to put this out there yet. But I did practice. So I kept practicing recording myself, and I would challenge myself to put my videos out there too, just to get the practice and just to build up that muscle. And I also would do it like recording videos for someone that I cared about. Like if I had something to say, I would record a video, even if it was just an audio recording, and I would send it to them. And I would just practice authentically expressing myself. And that's what I'm picking up about you, is learning to trust your voices. You really just, it's just practice. It's no magical woo-woo solution here, okay? It's practice. You need to pick up a recorder, pick up your phone, record your voice. Like, seriously, I have thousands of recordings, and I'm not kidding, that people have never heard. Some of them you may never hear, because that's just from me practicing my voice. Practicing, learning how to hear God speak. And 2 cards came out for this one. I'm grounded and secure in my foundation. And I give and receive love freely and openly. So practice. Maybe here's an activity that you can do this week. Sharing a voice note to yourself. Maybe record one voice note. I don't know what your schedule's like, so you can commit to what's realistic to you, for you, okay? So you can say, I want to do a voice note a day. I'm going to record one personally for me, and then I'm going to record one that I sent to someone that I care about. Just like a positive message. And I did that too. Like after I had my awakening in 2012, I would send written messages. So if I felt like God was giving me a message to someone, this is how I would start to practice my psychic abilities. I would just send the message, and I'd be like, I feel like you need some encouragement today. This is what I feel. This is a song that I feel like you need to hear. And I would just send it to them. Okay? And I wouldn't wait for a response. I wouldn't wait for anything. I was just practicing my authentic voice of sharing God through me, right? And so that's what I think you should do. Record something for yourself that you don't intend to share, just so you can practice your own voice that you hear, right? Okay? And then record or write something that you send to someone that you don't expect any type of response back, okay? That's receiving and giving love freely and openly. And this is also how you're securing your foundation, okay? That's what I'm getting about you not trusting your own voice. And here are 3 journal prompts that you can use to help you face this truth and then handle it, because not trusting your own voice is a truth, but you don't stop there. You don't say, I don't trust my voice, so I can't go. I don't like the way I sound, so I'm not gonna sing. I'm not, people don't respond to me, so I'm just not gonna. Okay. Don't be a sucker. I said it. Because that's sucking people's energy when you just want to be a woe is me type of person. No, but seriously. People that care about you, they might pretend like that's okay, because some of them are suckers too. And they're too afraid to tell you the truth. But nobody wants to hear that. It'd be draining people's energy just to hear you complain, especially about yourself all day, and you're not doing anything about it to improve. That's sucker-ish. Okay? Sucker-ish. Don't be sucker-ish. Don't be sucker-ish. Okay? Okay? Be a light. Be a vibe. Be a vibe. Be a whole vibe. And you can do that by, even when you have something that you're working on, actually working on it. Saying what it is that you're working on and then doing something about it. Okay, so here's the journal prompts, as I said before. Number 1, where did I learn to second guess myself? Be honest. Whatever comes to you first, that's it. And don't second guess that. Okay? And then number 2, what do I know that I keep editing down? Okay? So there's something about yourself that you're sure about that you probably have practiced and someone's just gotten in your head about it. Or maybe you've gotten in your head about it because you've got this perfectionist complex. And you have to remember that perfection is a process. Okay? So write that down and be honest. Or this is an opportunity for you to do a voice note. A voice note. Okay? So maybe try these journal prompts and record them. Okay? And 3, what would change if I spoke once without softening it? Speak it to yourself and speak to the truth. Speak it to yourself and speak out the truth. Your truth is your wealth. It keeps the vibe of your youth. Speak it to yourself and speak out your truth. Your truth is your wealth. It keeps the vibe of your youth. Wait, hold on. Speak it to yourself. Wait, hold on. Speak it to yourself and speak out your truth. Your truth is your wealth, is the vibe of your youth. Oh, I was almost there. But see, you just keep practicing. I don't care how you feel about my rap. I don't care. I do it for me, right? And so that's what you have to do for you too. That's it. That's the vibe. That's how you can handle your truth today about not trusting your own voice, because you have to see yourself doing it. Say, I'm going to trust my own voice. And then see yourself and work on it every day until you are so confident that can't nobody tell you nothing about you. Not that you can't improve, right? But they can't tell you nothing about you to break you down, because there are people out there who are around who are trying to do that. Okay? But get so sure about yourself that nobody can break you down, especially when you're working on wearing your crown. Peace, y'all. Queen Mama Moon. Until next time, remember, we don't hide from the truth. We handle it. Peace, y'all.